Monarchs. Mason Inklin, Riley Storm, Kaylee White, your guards. Kaylee Darrow at forward. And Atlanta Updegraff at the center position for the Monarchs.
And for the Wheeling Park Patriots and head coach Ryan Young, West Virginia Class 4A runners-up one season ago. The lineup, including a pair of first-team All-Staters from a year ago in juniors, La Woods and Alexis Bordas. Alexis Bordas, the state player of the year, averaged 21 points per game. La Woods averaged 15 points per ball game. Seneca Heller at guard. Jillian Huffman in the lineup, along with Natalie Doherty, as a strong core returns for head coach Ryan Young. He mentioned needing to get some good work off the bench. Merritt Delk will not be here tonight. She is headed to the University of Toledo to play her college soccer, so she is out of town this weekend on a visit there, so she will not be in the lineup tonight. So they'll look for other girls to step up as they get back out onto the court and get warmed up here for this matchup here between the Patriots and the Monarchs. And I mentioned an outstanding opener here, the Sam Mandy Classic, a triple header live on Fox 9. Also, if you're watching online, thanks so much watching on our WTOV News 9 Facebook and YouTube pages, or on our website, WTOV9.com. You called this one, Jack. Leighton Topher had a big game.
Yeah, he did. A big game indeed, and a big game on the other end as well for Tyson Pastor of the Red Devils. Leighton Topher for the Bruins, 30 points, a trio of three-pointers. Only missed one free throw tonight as well. He's just and we said it a lot during the broadcast too, Rob. He's as good at driving and scoring as he is at driving and passing. I mean, he's one of the best in the Valley when it comes to being able to create his own shot and create opportunities for his teammates. And on the flip side, St. Clairsville, the winner in last game, 35 points from junior Tyson Pastor as the Red Devils move to 1-1. The Bruins fall to 1-1. An offensive showdown in game number 1, 82-71. Brooke falling to St. Clairsville. 1 down, 2 to go. 3 here tonight inside West Spanco Arena, the Sam Andy Classic. We televised it last year. We're back doing it again this year. Happy to be here and happy to be ready for basketball season, as the football seasons in the Ohio Valley not pretty much, they're all wrapped up. State championships in Ohio and West Virginia last weekend concluded. We're on to hoops, and that'll be the journey for the bulk of it as we head through the winter sports season.
Certainly looking forward to it. And again, look at Pastor, who just had an outstanding game. Talked to Ryan Clifford after that matchup here live post-game and talked about Pastor, was a little disappointed. Pastor was disappointed in himself in the way things went against Martins Ferry. He certainly came out with a vengeance here tonight.
That was my favorite play from Pastor. Being able to, you look at those plays inbound on the other end. How many times do you see a good defense being able to just kind of swat the ball and the ball goes back out of bounds and the team has to re-inbound it? He was able to control it, get it back to the Red Devils, and there you see him distributing to Brady Schaefer as well. Schaefer, a big game as well for the Red Devils in double figures along with Cole Thoburn, and Pastor ahead to Thoburn here. Thoburn finishing the evening with 15 points, Schaefer with 17, and lots of scoring, and we expect scoring from number 30.
Alexis Bordas, the state player of the year in West Virginia, a junior, now went over 1,000 points last year. You saw her in the opener against South Fayette out of Pennsylvania. That's the Patriots' only game so far, and it's a game in which they lost right at the end, an outstanding ball game. They're 0-1, but it was a good test.
Yeah, very good test. It's the state runner-up in Class 5A in the state of Pennsylvania. PA, very similar to both Ohio, or rather West Virginia. You've got your biggest classification is 6A, but the more A's, the bigger the school. So you got a 5A program against a 4A program in West Virginia. A very good test for Ryan Young's Patriots.
And the Monarchs of head coach Brock Melko, they opened up last week with a win over Oak Glen, and now getting set for a matchup tonight. Shot 50% from 3, forced 25 turnovers in that season opening victory. Riley Storm, the standout sophomore, had 24 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Kaylee White, Coach Melko expecting big things out of her. Another sophomore with 11 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, 7 deflections. Kaylee Darrow, the returning senior with all kinds of talent, 8 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, and 2 steals. So, set up for a nice AAA, actually 4A matchup. I've been doing this long enough. It used to be a AAA matchup in West Virginia.
Yep.
It's a 4A matchup in the state of West Virginia between sectional rivals Wheeling Park and John Marshall.
We got to shake off the rust a little bit, too, because obviously the highest classification in football for West Virginia is 3A, so.
But soon to be 4, most likely. So we'll take a timeout here as we get set for the matchup between the Monarchs and the Patriots. Girls basketball, the middle game of the Sam Andy Classic here live inside West Banco Arena on Fox 9. Don't go anywhere. We've got hoops on the way.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we understand that car wrecks can be traumatizing in many ways. Medical bills pile up. You may be without a car. You don't know how to deal with the insurance company. We can help. Our goal is to make the process easier so you can focus on your health while we focus on your case. If you need help after a car wreck, give us a call. It would be our privilege to speak with you.
Bordas & Bordas, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ho, 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 oh. Call Panhandle. Oh, thank goodness.
Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
It's Wheeling Park High School's 29th Festival of Sound. From an early age, Ohio County Schools fosters music to help our students learn and develop. As our young musicians grow into talented performers, we look forward to becoming a part of this long-standing tradition. Featuring the best of band, strings, and chorus, Festival of Sound is sure to be a highlight of your holiday. Scan the QR code to join us for this spectacular holiday event featuring our remarkable fine and performing arts program. Ohio County Schools, together we achieve.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
The Bordas & Bordas High School Hoops on Fox 9 is sponsored by Bordas & Bordas, WMC, and Belmont Savings Bank.
Live inside West Banco Arena, getting set for Game 2 of the Sam Andy Classic. The officials for this matchup, meeting with the captains, Butch Minkemeyer, Megan Scott, Ramsey Rahi will be on the call of this one, and we get a chance to do a story with Megan Scott and some of her officiating friends, as they were the first female crew to do an OVAC tournament game in the recent past.
Yeah, one of my favorite stories I've done as an employee at our station. Gina Hicks, McLean Murad, and Megan, the first all-female officiating crew in an OVAC basketball game. Selfishly, it got me a nomination for an Ohio AP award, so that was pretty cool. But even if it didn't, obviously it was a very good story to tell.
Great
story. Especially nowadays. I mean, you know, officiating, and they're not shy about it. Officiating is needed. High school officials are definitely needed, not just in the Ohio Valley, but across the country. So to be able to highlight 3 women that have kind of devoted some time to it, be able to get back out onto the court and service these young athletes in the Ohio Valley, very cool stuff.
Here are the Park boys. We'll watch this one before they take the court against the Monarchs later.
Yep, their opener as well.
Their season opener. And game number 2 for the John Marshall girls as they get set here with head coach Brock Melko. We were getting set to meet again the starting lineups for the 2 squads ahead of this matchup as the lights go out. Great atmosphere for some high school basketball inside West Bank Arena, a place that Coach Sam Andy coached in so many times in front of some great crowds here inside West Banco Arena. Now getting set for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem, ahead of this matchup between the Patriots and the John Marshall Monarchs. time to meet the starting lineups once again for the Monarchs and the Patriots here inside West Banco Arena, and do a great job of making a great atmosphere here for the kids tonight.
Oh, yeah. And growing up in Pittsburgh, nothing fires you up more than Mr. Jeff Jimerson with the national anthem, the anthem singer at PPG Paints Arena for the Pittsburgh Penguins, the parent club of the team that plays here the most in the Wheeling Nailers of the ECHL. And, of course, being able to cut the lights, get the strobes roaming across the floor. It's pretty cool. Very cool atmosphere for these high school athletes to be able to take part in, and then for us to be able to be out on the floor as well, to be able to call these games. Very cool.
Mason Inkland, the catcher on that state championship John Marshall softball squad, in the lineup at guard. Riley Storm, the standout sophomore, as a freshman, averaged 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Kaylee White, also a sophomore, looking for big things out of her. Kaylee Darrow, the senior, 11.9 points a ball game, 6 boards, and Alana Updegraff, the rounding out the starting 5 for Brock Melko, John Marshall Monarchs, and the Wheeling Park Patriots head coach Ryan Young, coming off a state runner-up in Class 4A West Virginia last season, looking to bounce back from the loss to South Fayette, Pennsylvania in the opener. Lala Woods, Alexis Ford is both first-team all-state selections. Seneca Heller out a lot of minutes as a freshman last year. Natalie Doherty being introduced right now, a senior sharpshooter, standout for the Patriots. Jillian Huffman gave them great minutes last year, an increased role this year with Sophie Abraham, the only starter on this squad, now graduated and playing at West Liberty University. Huffman, outstanding volleyball player as well. She'll play at West Liberty, and she was the OVAC 5A volleyball player of the year. So that's your starting 5. They'll be without Merritt Delk tonight, visiting Toledo, where she'll be playing her college soccer. So we'll see some other girls look to step up and step in and give good quality minutes on this big floor here inside West Banco Arena.
Yeah, they'll miss Merritt tonight, but, you know, she's going to go play Division I soccer. So that's obviously a very big feat in its own. But you break it down and you look at it, soccer, you're running all over the darn place. So she'll be able to, you know, provide quality minutes, provide quality time on the floor, very active, a lot of endurance. So they're going to miss her tonight, but as the season rolls along, it's going to bode very, very well for the Lady Pats. As you know, and Ryan Young wasn't shy about it to start the season. They're ticked off about the result of that state championship game, and you want to turn the page to a new season, but you also want to use it as motivation to get back there and cut down those nets in March down in Charleston.
Butch Minkemeyer set to toss it up here. Kaylee Darrow, Jillian Huffman in the center circle, set 4. The opening tip between the Monarchs and the Patriots gather it, and Bordas for 3. In and out right off the bat, and rebound by the Monarchs, but Wheeling Park loves to apply the pressure, and a big question will be, how can the Monarchs handle that pressure that's going to come full court much of the time?
Yeah, and we're going to find out very early, because that's the MO of Ryan Young. Play fast on both ends of the floor and aggressive.
There it comes right there, deflected and out of bounds, remaining with the John Marshall Monarchs. Just underway here between the 4A West Virginia rivals, Monarchs and the Patriots. Inbounding for the Monarchs, looking for somewhere to go with it. Storm gathers it, but again, here comes that pressure. And the Monarchs do get it up court. Good work there to break the press. Kaylee White, the sophomore jumper, off the mark, rebounded in by Lala Woods.
Good job there by the Monarchs to be able to get it into the forecourt, an open shot off the press.
Doherty for 3. It's good. Good start for the senior. Here comes the pressure. Steal by Doherty to Bordas. Bordas lines up the 3. It's off the mark, but Woods has it. Drives into the lane. Up, off the mark again. Deflected off of the Monarchs, and it'll stay with Wheeling Park.
An impressive, 7 seconds for Natalie Doherty, knocking down the 3, quick on the defensive end to come up with the steal, and Wheeling Park's got the ball again.
Bordas with it, swings it over to Woods. No crossover, goes baseline, over to Huffman. She can shoot it, This one will roll off. No good. Pulled in. The rebound by Riley Storm. But stolen away by Woods.
All over the basketball.
Stolen away by the
early on.
Monarchs. Kaylee Darrow. Nice move to get it up court. Here comes John Marshall. Darrow on the move. Rebound. Jump ball called by Butch Minkemeyer.
Jump ball.
Monarchs retain possession. Mason Inkland to inbound it for the Monarchs. Again, the catcher on the state championship Monarch softball squad this past spring. Gets it inbounds to Darrow. And she'll draw the foul on Jillian Huffman.
First foul of the game for either team. Again, a reminder, this season, 5 fouls a quarter, no 1-and-1s. Once you get to 5 fouls, you shoot 2 free throws. One of the things I noticed about the first game, and it was a relatively clean first game between Brook and St. C, but no 1-and-1s kind of made things speed up a little bit, it seemed like.
It's hard to get a grasp on it as Darrow hits the first free throw. I've been with some games where I feel like it's slowing it down as well, so I'm not quite sure what it's going to do, but her second free throw from the WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital free throw spread good as well, 2 for 2, and it's a 3-2 ball game here early on inside West Bank Arena. Heller over to Huffman. Huffman baseline, deflected by Darrow, and the Monarchs have it. Kaylee White handling the basketball. Here is Riley Storm back to White. Good defense by Doherty. Gets by her, though. Jumper just short. Rebounded by Lala Woods. And the Patriots on the run. Ahead to Huffman. A little too strong. Doherty gets it back. Puts it up and in.
Natalie Doherty, 5. John Marshall, 2.
Doherty with all 5 points so far. Back up to the Monarchs. It's Storm. Kick it back out. Here's White for 3. Short off the front of the iron, but good work by Darrow to get the board, but deflected, and here come the Patriots. Doherty. Nice look to Huffman. Left hand finish. Won't drop, though. Bordas gets it back. Up and in for 2.
Well, these rims are not being very kind to the Lady Patriots thus far in this one.
Darrow. Nice take. Draws the foul.
It seemed like they were very generous in the first game. A lot of shooters' rolls. Saw a couple of them from 3. You got to give John Marshall credit to being...
Huffman picks up a second quick foul here. And they're going to get set for a substitution. She'll take a seat here early on.
Riley Hicks into the ball game for the Lady Patriots.
Wearing number 23. Free throw good by Kaylee Darrow. Substitution for the Monarchs as Nia Miller checks in, another sophomore. And Darrow, the 6-foot senior, will take a break. 7-4 your score. Darrow with 4 for 4 from the free throw stripe. Woods, nice look. Bordas, ball deflected, back out. Doherty 3 again. Too strong out of bounds. Back to the Monarchs with 5:18 to go here in the opening quarter. A 7-4 Wheeling Park advantage. Full court pressure coming again from the Patriots. Stolen away. Heller stole it. And then Bordas puts it up, draws the foul. Under the look.
Foul on Monarchs, number 4, Kaylee White. That's her
Get the
first.
foul on Kaylee White, her first.
Number 1. Alexis Bordas at the free throw line.
First one in and out from the WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital free throw stripe for Alexis Bordas. Second one is good. Bordas with 3 points, 8-4. Stolen away by Woods. Woods lays it up. Too strong. Rebounded by the Monarchs. And Riley Storm gets bumped, draws the foul. So Riley Storm draws that foul on the Patriots. And inbounding will be Alana Updegraff.
Woods. That's her first personal foul. Team number 3.
Patriots again, applying the pressure. Inbounded to Kaylee White. Gets it across the midcourt stripe. White. Nearly stolen away. It is stolen away. Seneca Heller picks it up. Doherty. Woods. 2 for the Patriots.
Her first 2, Wheeling Park man-to-man defense paid off big there with a steal, and Heller in on the play again.
Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Monarchs. And getting set to check back in, Kaylee Darrow. 4 for 4 from the free throw line, and taking a break will be up to Graff, also a senior. Inklen will inbound. She's a sophomore. Battle for the ball. Jump ball called. Good work by the Patriots. Riley Hicks, senior, get the tie up. Possession arrow to the Patriots.
Looked like she had more than just a tie of the possession there, almost like she ripped it away. Nonetheless, the Patriots basketball.
10-4 your score. Patriots with the lead and the basketball here inside West Bank Arena. Woods into the lane. Nice dish. Heller back to Woods. Up and in for 2.
Selfless basketball. Head on a swivel. Good stuff early on from Wheeling Park.
Good work by the Monarchs to get it across the midcourt. Here is Inklen for 3 off the mark. Battle for the board. Monarchs get it back. The rim unkind so far on these short shots here.
What a pass.
Nice pass ahead. Doherty back out. They'll swing it around. Borders for 3. Back iron. Rebounded. Kept alive there by Hicks.
Good cut.
Doherty, tough shot. Off the glass and good. And a timeout called by Brock Melko. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:46 to go in the opening quarter. Wheeling Park now leads it 14-4 over John Marshall.
Hello, Ohio Valley.
Yeah, hi, Valley. I'm Smitty of Smitty's Floors. As you can see, I'm no spring chicken. And after 25 years in this business, I know a thing or two about flooring. And one thing I know in this overpriced economy, it's all about buying right. And we've been buying right for 25 years, and our warehouses are stocked full of waterproof flooring, carpet, vinyl, hardwood, you name it, we have it. So stop in today to 140 South 4th Street or call me today for a free measurement. Again, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville, Smitty's Floors.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Oh, wow, this was the best meal.
It really was. I'm so glad we could get together for the holidays.
She was fantastic. I think we need to leave her an extra big tip, you know, for the holidays.
Yeah, me too, yep. Oh, guys, I didn't bring any cash. Can I just Zelle you the money?
Oh, absolutely.
Merry Christmas from Belmont Savings Bank.
At WMC, our ER doors are always open. Emergency care at WMC means now care. It means every hour care, no exceptions. We are the only trauma-designated hospital in the Weirton-Steubenville area. We are always ready. You can always count on WMC.
For Wheeling Park with the early lead. 3:46 to go in the opening quarter. 10-point advantage for the Patriots. Brock Melko called the timeout. The Monarchs obviously have been bothered a little bit by the pressure, but they've been able to get the ball up court. Just missed some close-in shots. There's the head coach Ryan Young of the Wheeling Park Patriots. As the Monarch gets set to inbound it here against that pressure, which is just relentless throughout. But a good job once again. Here's Darrow. Dishing, but stolen away. Here come the Patriots. Woods ahead to Heller. Seneca Heller knocked away, and it's a nice defensive play by Kaylee White.
Yeah, well, Wheeling Park's getting in trouble so far in this one. They just kind of have to, when things in transition aren't working out, just kind of stop and get into the half court and run your stuff.
Off the steal, kick out to Doherty for 3. A little too strong, pulled in by Heller. Back out to Woods.
There you go, into the half court, run a set.
Borders. Kick out. Heller on the mark. Two-pointer. The lead is 16-4. The lead is 12. Here's Darrow with the basketball. to White. Started by Heller. Looking for Storm, but out of bounds, and back to Wheeling Park. Kaylin Reese checked in for the Monarchs. Nia Miller in the lineup as well right now, once again, with Darrow and White. Patriots with that 16-4 lead. Deflected. Good work by Reese. Patriots still get it. Nice look. Doherty won't fall though for Heller. Kicks it back out the Woods. Woods over to Bordas. Bordas, lefty three. Good. If they get multiple chances, that's where they're going to get you. If you're John Marshall, you want to keep those opportunities down to one. Nice look ahead. Off the glass. A little too strong. Battle for the board. Darrow's got it back. We'll turn around. Off the glass and good. Nice work by Kaylee Darrow, who has all of the Monarchs points with 6.
Yeah, and Rob, you talked about obviously Bordas, left-handed shooter, left-handed player. When you watch Darrow guard Bordas, very much giving her the opportunity to go to the right, cutting off that strong side of the floor for her.
These two teams obviously know each other very well. A couple times they'll play in the regular season. Here's Bordas again, off the mark, rebounded by Storm. Talented sophomore hauls it in. White with the basketball. Drives it. Back out. Shot up off Darrow. Rebound. And lays it in. Nice work by Kaylee Darrow. 8 points for Darrow.
All 8.
Woods, deep three. It's good. If you're across midcourt, you're in Lala Woods' range. She hits it there. Ball deflected, tied up, possession arrow to John Marshall. Substitutions for the Monarchs once again is up the graph. We'll check back in for Nia Miller. Inklin checks in as well for the Monarchs. Patriots make a switch as well with Kaylee Hunt checking into the lineup, giving Doherty a rest. She'll go to the bench with 7 points so far.
Yeah, no Merritt Dell tonight. She's obviously in Toledo, getting things squared away to start her college soccer career as a Lady Rocket. So Ryan Young's got to turn to a couple of new faces off the bench to eat up some minutes.
Jump ball called for. I believe it's going to Wheeling Park now.
Yep.
The arrow had not yet been switched. It is Wheeling Park basketball. And any minutes the other girls can get, certainly good for down the road tournament time.
Absolutely.
You never know. Someone gets in foul trouble. You need to build that depth for a deep tournament run.
And we were talking in the first game.
Off the foot, deflected, and here come the Monarchs.
For Brooke.
Darrow.
Grant Yost on the boys team, freshman, they kind of weren't sure what they had in him. Gets a lot of minutes early on, and you find out he could be a key player. So that could be a situation for Wheeling Park as well.
Jumper is good by Heller. 24-8. Less than 20 seconds to go here in the opening quarter.
Scoring very balanced for Wheeling Park.
Storm for three. In and out. Rebounded by the Patriots. 11 seconds. Patriots push it up court. Here's Heller, the sophomore. Over to the corner. Bordas for three. No good. Rebounded by Darrow. Final seconds of the first quarter. 24-8 after 1 quarter of play here inside West Bank Arena. The Patriots lead it on your Bordas and Bordas scoreboard. We'll be back with second quarter action in a moment.
What are dreams? To us, dreams are goals, wishes, and building for the future. A no-fee home equity line of credit from Ohio Valley Community Federal Credit Union can provide the renewable finances to cover remodeling, college, or that dream vacation. With over 60 years of experience and low competitive rates, Ohio Valley can provide the foundation for your goals without the fees. Ohio Valley Community Federal Credit Union. Our interest is you.
I'm Deepak Huda. I am from originally India. I am director of the Structural Heart Program as well as Cardiac Cath Lab at Wheeling Hospital. Our main clinic is obviously here at Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine. We also have satellite clinics, we call it, the Upper the Highlands. Then we have clinic at the Wheeling Clinic, which is in downtown Wheeling, and Martins Ferry. And then we also have clinic at St. Clairsville. So we try to go where the patients are or to make it most convenient for them.
When Santa is shopping for his one true love, he wants so much more than a white turtle dove. No sparrow nor robin will ever suffice. It is the jewel bird, so ever so nice. We have notions and potions for you to explore, jewelry and diamonds and home decor. A partridge in a pear tree is not in our store, but the jewel bird has gifts and so much more. So shop where Santa is likely to go. A Merry Christmas to all and ho, ho, ho!
The Bordas & Bordas High School Hoops on Fox 9 is sponsored by WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, Wintersville Trophy Shop, and American Consolidated Natural Resources.
Set for second quarter action. Butch Minkemeyer pointing the way of the Monarchs to open up this second quarter of play. Atlanta up the graph, windbound in front of us here. Into Mason Inkland. Doherty back in, applies the pressure. Knocked away by Heller. Seneca Heller to Doherty. Backside board. Huffman's back in there, gets her own rebound. Won't drop, but she'll go to the free throw line.
These rims are making me mad. In the early going of this one, Wheeling Park could have like close to 40 points, it seems like.
And John Marshall could have
Same
double
thing.
at least for
Yeah.
them. Look at it once again. Huffman battling. She's got 2 fouls, so she's back in and hits the first from the WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital free throw stripe.
Yep, the 5th Patriot to score in this one. She obviously has 1 point. Doherty with 7, Heller with 4, Bordas with 6 and a 3-pointer, Lala Woods with 7, also having a 3-pointer as well.
2 for 2. It's 26-8, and if you're John Marshall, there's a foul, actually a jump ball call, and it'll go back to Wheeling Park. We can be careful if you're John Marshall. With that pressure, the score can quickly just get away from you because they get the steal, get the threes. It's just, you just never know when that run's going to come. Oh, nice work here by Darrow to steal it away on the inbounds. Darrow loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Monarchs. She has all 8 John Marshall points so far.
Yeah, I mean, if she can get some help, that'll obviously cut into things for John Marshall, and she's doing a good job on the defensive end as well. Obviously, you saw it right there with the steal. And Monarchs will have a chance here to get a bucket in there.
Patriots making it hard to get inbounds, but they do. Here's White working on Heller. It's the foul. First on Heller. Each team with 1 foul here in this early going into the second quarter. Inbound, stolen away. Here's Huffman. Jillian Huffman back to Woods. Woods for 3. Off the iron. Battle for the rebound underneath. Doherty. Shot is blocked. Monarchs have the basketball, but stolen away. Nice look inside. Won't drop, though. Those rims just not being too kind.
They're continuing to upset me, Rob.
26-8 your score.
And that could be
Park in front.
that could be the first game's fault because we saw so many darn points in game 1. I'm just used to it.
Looking to even it out here.
Yeah.
Good defense by the Patriots.
82-71 final in game 1. St. C boys over Brook.
That's a nice look, but off the mark. And here comes Bordas. Bordas up and in for 2. And a timeout called by Brock Melko. It's now a 20-point game at 28-8. We'll take a timeout as well. 6:40 to go here in quarter number 2.
People in nursing homes are some of the most vulnerable members of our society. They're there because they can't take care of themselves. Those facilities have a duty to take care of our loved ones, and when they don't, it's important they're held accountable. We've not only collected record results against negligent nursing homes, but more importantly, we've helped so many families get the answers and closure they so badly needed.
Bordas & Bordas, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Call Panhandle. Thank goodness.
Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
My name is Mike Campsey. I am an interventional cardiologist and the chief of cardiology at Wheeling Hospital. I think the value of HVI in this region is tremendous. We offer such a wide spectrum of services, from prevention to intervention. We're going to get the patient in as quickly as possible. That's the most tremendous benefit to the patients in this region is we're here 24/7. We're available to see somebody.
Wheeling Park leads John Marshall 28-8 on your Bordas and Bordas scoreboard. The Sam Andy Classic live inside West Banco Arena. Game 2 of 3. Ryan Young, head coach, also assisted by Kevin Heller, Lucy Milton, and Monica Bragg. Brock Melko called that timeout as his team falls behind here by 20, and that pressure, relentless, continues to come, but the Monarchs get it up court. Darrow gathers. Oh, she may have picked up her dribble, but the Monarchs retain possession. Kaylee White drives it, backs it out. Kaylin Reese, a freshman. Here's Mason Inklen out to White. White inside to Darrow. Darrow, kick out. Bumped on the baseline. They'll get Heller on her second of the game. She'll check out, and checking back in for the Patriots, Riley Hicks. Storm into the lane, lefty. Drop that time, and Huffman with the rebound for Wheeling Park. Ahead to Doherty. Doherty. Huffman back out. Battle for the board underneath. Monarchs have it. Nearly stolen away. Tied up, jump ball. Arrow goes to John Marshall. Woods will check back in for Wheeling Park. Nia Miller back in for the Monarchs. 28-8 your score. 5:39 to go in quarter number 2. Rob Metzger along with Jack Hillgrove here at the Sam Andy Classic. Kaylee White, guarded closely by Natalie Doherty, deflected and knocked away. Here's Jillian Huffman. Huffman takes it up court. Huffman, nice look to Doherty. Unselfish to Woods, up and in for 2 more. Lala Woods has 9. It's 30-8.
Yeah, unselfish indeed, Rob. Lala with 9, Lex with 8, Natalie Doherty with 7.
Deflected, stolen away once again. Here's Doherty.
The scoring very even for the Lady Patriots.
Woods for 3. That will be 3 fouls on Huffman.
Yeah, the momentum of going towards the ball kind of carried her into her.
Aggressive, but just a bit too much there.
And that's the double-edged sword of, playing fast and playing aggressive. A play like that can happen as you see it on your replay. And one too many of those. Huffman now with 3 fouls. She'll likely have to sit for the last 5 minutes of this quarter.
Monarchs get it in bounds, and here is Inklen. Carrington Miller into the ball game for Wheeling Park. She's a freshman. Closely working on Riley. Storm to Darrow. A collision, and here come the Patriots. Woods ahead to Doherty. Natalie Doherty lays it up and in. And a timeout, Brock Melko. As the lead extends, it's 32-8, and Doherty has 9 points. Woods, nice look ahead.
Everybody getting a piece of the pie. Natalie Doherty with 9, Lala Woods with 9, Alexis Bordas with 8. Heller a pair of buckets as well, and Huffman would probably be a little bit more involved in the scoring column if she didn't have the foul trouble, but a pair of free throws for her. Your top 5 players all getting into the scoring columns, something that a lot of basketball coaches like to have happen.
Absolutely.
Balanced distribution, and then, in the weighty moments, so to speak, that your leaders kind of take over.
Brock Melko talking things over with his squad right now. Brock, a John Marshall alum, was a part of the 2009 boys basketball team, the only state tournament team in Monarch history. Unfortunately, he got hurt very early in that year and didn't get a chance to play, but was an outstanding guard for head coach Bill Storm, who's the grandfather of one of the standouts for the Monarchs on the court here tonight in Riley Storm. So, see what he can get going out of his girls here. 32-8, 4:37 to go until halftime. The Monarch boys getting set to take on Park next in the nightcap. John Marshall boys with a new coach this year, and Joel Now, who is certainly knows the rounds here in the Ohio Valley. Coaching veteran, but first head coaching job in a while. We'll see them in the nightcap at 8 o'clock or slightly before.
And the Wheeling Park boys, like the John Marshall boys, have to replace some key players. Bordas is steal.
And
a bucket.
Bordas with the bucket. 10 for Alexis Bordas. Knocked out of bounds. Back to John Marshall. And they will up the graph. We'll check back in.
Yeah, but, talking about that final game, Roman Gray, the Sabutka twins, Braden and Brennan graduate. Not a part of the basketball program. 3 really good players for the Monarchs. And Brett Phillips, very good basketball player in addition to being a good football player, has graduated along with Cole Wilkinson, a big body inside. So Michael Jebbia will have some toying to do in the early parts of this season, figuring out who's kind of gelling with what, and that's a good opportunity tonight in the first game.
Bordas with 12. She has 6 in each quarter. As that lead continues to grow, Wood just rips it away. She's headed the other way. And uses the left hand nicely in the body to protect and score. 38-8 and into Darrow. Collision there at mid-court between Woods and Darrow.
A scary play, but they're both all right. It looks like, yeah.
Both up on their feet, which is certainly good to see.
Again, one of those plays, Rob, it's just the style of basketball that you play, being very fast, being very aggressive, plays like that bound to happen. It's fortunate enough for both squads that Lala and Kaylee are both up on their feet. Kaylee will check out of the game for a brief moment. And I believe Woods will as well. She will. She'll take a seat.
They'll call a foul as well on Woods. She has 2.
Yeah, that was a foul.
Yeah. Inbound, up the graph.
14 fouls for Wheeling Park now.
Monarchs will shoot 2 next foul, but they're going the other way. Patriots force a turnover.
Storm just a little too close to that end line. Good defense by the Patriots, using that baseline as a defender. Natalie Doherty staying clean with it as well and giving no room for Storm. Good play.
Heller skips it across to Doherty. Doherty in the lane. Back out to Heller. Jumper inside the three-point line is good.
Good pass, too.
Long 2. Good look by Doherty.
No look, bounce pass, drive into the lane. Very unselfish play. That's been the theme for Wheeling Park in the early going.
Doherty with 11. And she gets the steal as well. Kicks it out. Heller for 3. It's good. Seneca Heller with 7 points, her first points of the quarter. Ball knocked away by Doherty. Here is Heller. Doherty has it. She'll drive baseline. She'll kick it out. Bordas will line up the 3. It's good. Alexis Bordas. Her second 3 of the game. 5 threes for the Patriots. They get the ball back. Storm has it. She'll shoot the 3. Over the top, out of bounds.
Haley Downer checking into the ball game for the Lady Patriots. Maggie Hupp on the floor as well. Ryan Young getting some young faces in there. We've seen time from Carrington Miller, freshman, Huppa Jr., and Downer, a sophomore.
Knocked away. Battle for it. Possession arrow to Wheeling Park. Heller to inbound. Underneath the hoop. Doherty with it. If I remember right, Doherty had a big game last year in this one against Highland.
Yes.
In the Sam Andy Classic. Here's a jumper. Back iron, rebounded by Bordas. Bordas has it blocked, knocked away by Reese. Battle for the basketball on the court. Heller picks it up. Over to Doherty. Deflected off of Darrow out of bounds.
No shy hustle from either team in this one. And you got to admire it, both coaches getting these guys, or girls, I should say, ready to go. In this one, a lot of hustle, Wheeling Park basketball.
Heller drives, kicks it out, 3 ball in the air. It's going to John Marshall. Another substitution here for Wheeling Park. Elena Dalton checks in. Dalton, the junior guard.
Miller back in as well.
Miller's back in. Hupp and Doherty will take a break here with 1:34 to go until halftime.
And this is one of those moments for Alexis Bordas. Obviously, she's a junior now. She's been around her teammates for the last 3 years. This is a good leadership moment for her with 4 relatively young players on the floor with her.
White for a 3. It's good. Nice shots by Kaylee White. Monarchs' first bucket of the quarter. It's 46-11 here. Here is Heller driving. Deflected out of bounds. Staying with Wheeling Park.
Yeah, good bucket from White, the first Monarch not named Kaylee Darrow to fill the hole for John Marshall. Good look, good pass. And obviously a made 3-point shot. See if John Marshall can use that kind of as a building block for the remainder of this period and as the game goes on.
A minute to go, and a travel called. Headed back to John Marshall.
1 too many steps, and you'll have that. That happens.
59 seconds to go until the half. Monarchs spent the basketball. White gets it over to Reese, the freshman. Hands it off to Darrow. Darrow will line up the 3. It's good. Kaylee Darrow with 11 points. A couple threes in the quarter here for the Monarchs. Pass ahead, blocked by the freshman Reese. Good work by Kaylin Reese. She'll push it up court. Got Darrow to the left. She'll take it to lane. They're going to get a travel as Heller gets back to apply some defensive pressure.
And maybe 1-2 dribbles down the floor there for Reese, but still good defensive effort after a big 3-pointer for John Marshall. They're kind of using this last minute and change here to bring some momentum back to their side of the bench as Wheeling Park's likely going to dribble this one out and draw up one final shot here.
10 seconds and counting. On the scoreboard, the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, here's Bordas.
Good
Stops. Rebound. 2 seconds. From midcourt. It's halftime here inside West Bank Arena. A strong first half for the Wheeling Park Patriots. They go to the locker room. Up 46-14 on John Marshall. We'll take a timeout. Be back with your first half highlights and more in a moment.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Aloha Valley.
Yeah, hi Valley, I'm Smitty of Smitty's Floors. As you can see, I'm no spring chicken. And after 25 years in this business, I know a thing or two about flooring. And one thing I know in this overpriced economy, it's all about buying right. And we've been buying right for 25 years, and our warehouses are stocked full of waterproof flooring, carpet, vinyl, hardwood, you name it, we have it. So stop in today to 140 South 4th Street or call me today for a free measurement. Again, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville, Smitty's Floors.
Celebrating generations of medicine at WMC. We are WMC.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
46-14, your score here at the halftime. CMND Classic game number 2. The Wheeling Park girls leading the Monarchs of John Marshall. As we get set for your halftime report here and to look at some of the first half highlights, and Patriots lighting it up from deep early. Natalie Doherty with 11 in the first half gets it done from the outside, gets it done from inside the lane, and then the good passing from Doherty ahead to Lala Woods, who had 9. Seneca Heller, the sophomore, 7 points in the opening half. More from Heller. They built a 24-8 lead after one. It would continue to grow into the second. Woods once again up and in. Alexis Portis, big first half. Here's Doherty. And look at your first half highlights brought to us by WVU Medicine, Reynolds Memorial Hospital. Rob Metzger here along with Jack Hillgrove at halftime between the Patriots and the Monarchs. So one half in the books. Obviously, John Marshall, I thought, did a nice job of handling some of that pressure, got the ball up court, but some of those short shots weren't falling, and Park's pressure is just absolutely relentless.
Yeah, it's very relentless. That's been the identity of Wheeling Park girls basketball since this core of players, Doherty, Bortis, Woods, Huffman, Merritt Delk, who's not here, since they've kind of come into their own, relentless on defense and turning that defensive high pressure, high speed into offense, into the fast break, and that's where they're so good, and that they've been able to do that a little bit tonight. They'd have more points if the rims were a little bit kinder. I know I've said that a bunch, but the other thing I look at too with this is, Rob, even distribution in points. Your top 4 players, all with a significant amount of points, selfless basketball.
All right, we'll take another timeout. More from halftime here at the St. Mandy Classic in a moment.
Ho, 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 oh. Call Panhandle. Oh, thank goodness.
Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
I'm Deepak Huda. I am from originally India. I am director of the Structural Heart Program as well as Cardiac Cath Lab at Wheeling Hospital. Our main clinic is obviously here at Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine. We also have satellite clinics, we call it, the Upper Highlands. Then we have clinic at the Wheeling Clinic, which is in downtown Wheeling, and Martins Ferry. And then we also have clinic at St. Clairsville. So we try to go where the patients are, or to make it most convenient for them.
46-14 your score at the half. Wheeling Park in control here against sectional rival John Marshall. And the Monarchs opened up with a win against Oak Glen, coming in this one at 1-0. And a look ahead, a trip toward the capital city of Charleston coming up here next weekend, taking on the Cougars and the Black Eagles of South Charleston. That's, of course, after a game at Brook here coming up next week. And then they'll host Weir High. Nice squad that Rick Stead has this year. And then a trip to Steubenville before Christmas on December 21st. That's a look ahead at the John Marshall Monarchs schedule for head coach Brock Melko as they enter this one at 1-0 on the season, but right now trail at the half, 46-14. We'll take another timeout. We'll look ahead to Wheeling Park, who has a quick turnaround. We'll show you that here in a moment.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
My name is Mike Campsey. I am an interventional cardiologist and the chief of cardiology at Wheeling Hospital. I think the value of HVI in this region is tremendous. We offer such a wide spectrum of services, from prevention to intervention. We're going to get the patient in as quickly as possible. That's the most tremendous benefit to the patients in this region is we're here 24/7. We're available to see somebody.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Oh, wow, this was the best meal.
It really was. I'm so glad we could get together for the holidays.
She was fantastic. I think we need to leave her an extra big tip, for the holidays.
Yeah, me too, yep. Oh, guys, I didn't bring any cash. Can I just Zelle you the money?
Oh, absolutely.
Merry Christmas from Belmont Savings Bank.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
46-14, Wheeling Park leads it on your Bordas and Bordas scoreboard as the Patriots back out on the court to get warmed up, ready to go here in the second half. Spring Mills is the next opponent. That's tomorrow in Morgantown, part of an event, a two-day event hosted at Trinity Christian High School. And then a matchup with University. Spring Valley, very good team, state semifinalist team a year ago. They will visit Wheeling Park next Saturday. And then a trip to Morgantown, meeting number one of, who knows, potentially 5. And then they'll host Brook on the 21st of December. Park 0-1 in the season, but of course it came to a very good South Fayette team out of Pennsylvania in the Whippeal in the opener last Friday night. Certainly tested out there. 46-14 with 2:17 to go until we get started for third quarter action here inside Westbanco Arena. 17 for Alexis Bordas, unofficially. Jack Hillgrove working hard at tallying up the numbers here.
I have
them. Get set, and he has the numbers right here.
Huffman with 2, Doherty and Heller with 9, Bordas with 15, Woods with 11.
All right, there you go. So we got it straight. We're getting set for the second half here at the St. Andy Classic. Remember, we got more basketball coming up after this one as well. The Monarch and Patriot boys will go head-to-head as well. We'll take a timeout, get ready for second half action here in a moment.
Ho, 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 oh. Call Panhandle. Oh, thank goodness.
Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
It's Wheeling Park High School's 29th Festival of Sound. From an early age, Ohio County Schools fosters music to help our students learn and develop. As our young musicians grow into talented performers, we look forward to becoming a part of this long-standing tradition. Featuring the best of band, strings, and chorus, Festival of Sound is sure to be a highlight of your holiday. Scan the QR code to join us for this spectacular holiday event featuring our remarkable fine and performing arts program. Ohio County Schools,
together we achieve.
At WMC, our ER doors are always open. Emergency care at WMC means now care. It means every hour care, no exceptions. We are the only trauma-designated hospital in the Weirton-Steubenville area. We are always ready. You can always count on WMC.
Bordas & Bordas High School Hoops on Fox 9 is sponsored by Bordas & Bordas, WMC, and Belmont Savings Bank.
We're back live inside West Banco Arena, Game 2 of the Sam Andy Classic. Wheeling Park in control against John Marshall as we open up third quarter action, 46-14. And possession goes to the Monarchs of John Marshall to open up this quarter. Bushminka Marcus pointing the direction of the Monarchs just in front of us here, courtside at West Banco Arena. Up the graph, will inbound here for the John Marshall Monarchs to get things started here in quarter number 3. White across midcourt, over to Storm. Closely guarded by Alexis Bordas. Making him work for everything. Back out to Inkland. Guarded by Woods. Into the lane. Kick out to Darrow. Off the mark. Here come the Patriots. Lala Woods. Has Doherty to the right. Gets it to her in the corner. Out to Bordas on the wing. Bordas drives. Back out. Heller for 3. No good. Crashing in for the board is Darrow, who had 11 first half points for John Marshall, and she brings it up court. Up the graph, gets it back to White, nearly deflected away there by Seneca Heller. Inkland, baseline cut off by Woods. Up top, the Storm. Storm into the lane. Won't drop for her. Battles for the rebound. Out of bounds. It will go to Wheeling Park. 6:44 to go here in the third quarter. Park in control, 46-14. Rob Metzger along with Jack Hillgrove. Game 2 of the Sam Andy Classic here inside West Banco Arena. Fires it across. Huffman, nice touch. Up and in, her first field goal of the game. She has 4 points, playing with 3 fouls.
And she'll go probably until if she ends up with a 4th one. I'm sure one of the emphasis at halftime from Ryan Young to her was play just a little bit more cleaner.
3 ball in the air. Short, and Huffman with the rebound. Here's Woods ahead to Doherty. Doherty, baseline. Huffman in the lane, a little short, gets the rebound, up off the glass and good. Huffman with back-to-back buckets.
And this is a good indicator for Wheeling Park. When she can stay out of foul trouble, what she's able to add to Wheeling Park. Obviously, 3 high-scoring guards, and Bordas, Woods, and Doherty. But Huffman down low, being able to get a rebound and then come back on the other end and turn it into a bucket. She adds a lot of size and a lot of athleticism at the forward position as well.
Possession back to the Patriots here with 5:44 to go in the third quarter. Heller walks it up for the Patriots. It's at the Doherty. Guarded by Kaylee White. Back up top to Heller. Here's Huffman. Got a nice touch from the outside as well. Bordas. Good look. Heller. A little short.
It's a really good pass.
Patriots. Monarchs come away with it. And he'll draw a foul. Heller whistled for her 3rd. Look on the replay. Battling for the basketball on the baseline. Park just does not make it easy to get it up court. They're going to get the foul there. Oh, no, stolen away by Heller. So with 5:08 to go in the third, Melco's Monarchs with the basketball. Inkland. Nice work there to get out of trouble. Storm for 3. In and out. Just won't drop. And here comes Heller. Huffman was looking for Woods, and the Monarchs come away with it. Here's Darrow, Kaylee Darrow, pushing it up court. Cut off by Doherty. Picks up the dribble inside. Up the graph. Tough shot. Won't go. Darrow's there. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds. And it'll go back to Wheeling Park. 4:31 to go in the third. Heller walks it up for Wheeling Park over to Huffman. Bordas with 15 first half points. Monarchs able to come away with it there. And a foul called. They'll get Huffman on her fourth.
And for now, she stays in the game.
Inkland. Cut off by Woods. Over to Storm. Storm drives. Here's Darrow with it. Here's Lala Woods off the turnover. Left hand off the glass and good. 13 for Woods. Kaylee White drives, stops, shoots, and hits. Sophomore Kaylee White. 5 for her. Doherty for 3. It's good. 14 points for Natalie Doherty. 55-16. Substitutions waiting to come in. 3 for the Monarchs, 1 for the Patriots. Bordas nearly gets it. They're going to force a travel. Good work by Heller there. And we'll take a timeout as well. 3 minutes to go in the third. 55-16 on your Bordas and Bordas scoreboard.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Celebrate the man in black and his greatest song. Johnny Cash, live on screen with a live band and singers.
Coming to the Capitol Theater on Thursday, March 14th. Tickets at BroadwayAtTheCapitol.com.
I'm Deepak Huda. I am from originally India. I am director of the structural heart program as well as cardiac cath lab at Wheeling Hospital. Our main clinic is obviously here at Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine. We also have satellite clinics, we call it, the Upper the Highlands. Then we have clinic at the Wheeling Clinic, which is in downtown Wheeling, and Martins Ferry. And then we also have clinic at St. Clairsville. So we try to go where the patients are or to make it most convenient for them.
I'm Jamie Bordas of Bordas & Bordas. If you're injured, you may wonder how to choose a law firm. You've probably never been to a lawyer before. It's simple. Choose a lawyer like you would choose anything else. Check us out. Go to our website, bordaslaw.com. When you see our results, read about our people, and see what our clients have to say about us, the choice will be obvious. You'll want us on your side.
Bordas and Bordas, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Celebrate the man in black and his greatest song. Johnny Cash, live on screen with a live band and singers.
Coming to the Capitol Theater on Thursday, March 14th. Tickets at BroadwayAtTheCapitol.com.
55-16 coming out of the immediate timeout. Wheeling Park up on your Bordas scoreboard. Bordas, Doherty, Heller, Woods on the floor along with Riley Hicks. And for the Monarchs, Kaylin Reese, Tori Findlay into the ball game along with Mason Inkland, Kaylee White, and Nia Miller. Lots of young girls out there for the Monarchs. Turnover, and here are the Monarchs. Finley, she's a junior, gets it ahead. Knocked out of bounds by Doherty. It'll stay with John Marshall. Storm will check back in for Inkland here with 2:41 to go in the third. Reese, the freshman on the varsity roster, will inbound it. Another substitution as Finley checks out. And Darrow, the senior, checks back in for the Monarchs. Lob in, deflected, and stolen away. But back to the Monarchs. Off the glass, won't drop. Tied up, or they get a foul. We get a foul whistled on the Patriots. Heller whistled. That's their fourth. So Heller and Huffman each with 4 fouls. Carrington Miller, the freshman, set to check back in here for Wheeling Park. First free throw off the mark for John Marshall. Second one is good for Reese. Bordas drives, knocked away. Nice work by White. Storm will bring it up court. Kicks it out. 3 ball in the air. Back iron. And here comes Wheeling Park. Bordas. Over to Woods. Woods into the lane. Nice look to Doherty. Up and in for 2. Good passing by the Patriots. Unselfish basketball. Doherty with 16.
Good drive.
White with the buckets. Woods. Hauled in by Reese. Lost it out of bounds, back to Wheeling Park. 1:24 to go in the third. Inkland checks back in for John Marshall.
And just the unselfish play of Wheeling Park kind of continuing into this third quarter, and that's what's going to be a catalyst for them coming down the stretch here. And as we get into the real meat and potatoes of the high school basketball season, once the calendar flips to 2024. And I'm sure a lot of these high school students into the new year will be writing 24 on all the assignments that they turn in, because I was a sucker for that at the start of the new year. It took me maybe till like halfway through January to get it down pat.
Doherty lets the 3 ball fly short, and Storm, comes up with a rebound. Here's Darrow. Good work defensively for Wheeling Park. Haley Hunt. And it's going back to Wheeling Park here with 41 seconds to go until halftime.
You know what else also got me in school, and I think you might be able to relate to this as a fellow lefty? Writing in pencil.
Yes.
And you write across the pencil on the back of your...
Oh, my hands were a mess.
All the time.
Nice inside with Doherty. Back out to Miller. Good pressure by the Monarchs. Patriots, though, retain possession. 22 seconds to go. Here's Miller for 3. Rebound. Pulled back out to Doherty.
Yeah, John Marshall's closing out on the ball defensively very well in this game. The wide open 3 by Miller, which is kind of one of those things where the defense broke down. She was able to get a wide open look. Missed, but give Wheeling Park credit, an offensive rebound, and they still hold possession. But I still really like the way, despite what the scoreboard says, really like the way that John Marshall is closing out on the perimeter. And you got to do that against these Wheeling Park girls because they can shoot it.
And really against some of the teams they have to play in their section. I mean, you got Morgantown in there, University. Here's Doherty for 3. It's good.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it, but Morgantown getting a little bit tougher with the addition of the daughter of WVU women's coach Mark Kellogg. She's a freshman and a really good player, so it's late stuff.
Absolutely, 60-19 your score after 3. We'll be back with the fourth in a moment.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
Hello, Ohio Valley. Yeah, Ohio Valley, I'm Smitty of Smitty's Floors. As you can see, I'm no spring chicken. And after 25 years in this business, I know a thing or two about flooring. And one thing I know in this overpriced economy, it's all about buying right. And we've been buying right for 25 years, and our warehouses are stocked full of waterproof flooring, carpet, vinyl, hardwood, you name it, we have it. So stop in today to 140 South 4th Street or call me today for a free measurement. Again, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville, Smitty's Floors.
My name is Mike Campsey. I am an interventional cardiologist and the chief of cardiology at Wheeling Hospital. I think the value of HVI in this region is tremendous. We offer such a wide spectrum of services, from prevention to intervention. We're going to get the patient in as quickly as possible. That's the most tremendous benefit to the patients in this region is we're here 24/7. We're available to see somebody.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
The Bordas and Bordas High School Hoops on Fox 9 is sponsored by WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, Wintersville Trophy Shop, and American Consolidated Natural Resources.
Head into the fourth, 60-19, Wheeling Park in front of John Marshall. And you were talking about the Monarchs doing a good job closing out, and you're going to continue to want to see this team just continue to work. It said this is game number 2. It's a long season ahead, and you want to continue to build on any moments you can to continue to get better, because it's a long season ahead and lots of hoops to be played.
Yeah, and they'll be able to look at this and still find things to say, okay, we did this pretty darn well. Like I said, closing out on three-point shooters, an offensive rebound and a bucket there.
Absolutely,
So
Miller.
there's things you'll be able to take away this game, and obviously they'll take away more of the negative aspects of the game, but usually basketball teams like to see those and turn them into positives.
Heller inbounds for Bordas. Battle for the board underneath. Out of bounds, it's going to John Marshall. Monarchs won 15 games last year, lost at Morgantown in round 1 of the sectional tournament, 76-56. You've got the defending state champs and the state runner-up in your section. And in West Virginia, if you can at least win that first game and get to the sectional semis, you keep your season alive by guaranteeing a spot in the regional. Good work there on the rebound. Darrow with the bucket. Doherty for 3 off the mark. Here's Bordas backing down. Draws the foul. She'll look for her first points of this second half. She's got 15 for the game.
Foul the Monarchs, number 11, Riley Storm. That's her first personal foul. Team number 1.
In and out on the first attempt. At the WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital free throw stripe. Park comes up empty there, up 60-23. Here is Storm. Over to Miller for 3, in and out. Here come the Patriots, Bordas. Ahead to Doherty, back to Heller, won't drop. Huffman's back in there, gets the rebound. Out of bounds. And it's John Marshall basketball. Inkland brings it up. Skip it over to White inside to Darrow. Darrow turnaround. Front of the iron. Rebound battled for. Picked up by Woods. Drives lefty up and in. Nice take. Lala's got 15.
And what makes her so good is the ability to being able to keep your head on a swivel, keep your eyes up as she's coming down the floor. You can see everything. You can see open lanes to take it to the bucket like she did, or as she always does too, dish it off for an assist and a fast break.
A little strong there, and a wholesale substitution here for Park. Miller back into the ball game for the Patriots. 5 will check out, 5 will check in. Also, Kaylee Hunt into the lineup. Elena Dalton, along with Maggie Hupp and Haley Downer. And we'll see them here for the final 5:54, most likely. Storm picks it up. Draws the foul. Again, it'll take 5 team fouls to get to the line on if it was a non-shooting foul. 2 more will check in here for the Monarchs. Storm at the line. Drop that time. At the WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital free throw strike. Brock Melko continuing to teach. As his squad looks to just continue to get better and better. And they come up empty there at the free throw line that time. Nearly stolen away. Good effort there by Storm. Downer on the block. To back out to Miller. Miller into the lane. She'll go to the line as he was going up for 2. First foul on Reese. Park at the WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital free throw line, and Miller, the freshman, knocks it in. First non-starter to score, I believe. Splits the pair at the line. Downer keeps it alive, gets the rebound. Stolen away. Here come the Monarchs. Reese trying to get at the Storm. She gets it eventually. Lines up a 3 off the iron. And Miller with the rebound. Downer handling the basketball. Stops, shoots, and then drops in. Haley Downer with 2. The rebound pulled in by Dalton. Up the court. Deflected away.
Good pass.
Nice look. Storm ahead to Reese. Oh, to Darrow, excuse me. 65-25. Again, that was a nice pass there by Riley Storm. Darrow has 15 points. She'll check out of the ball game. Good effort by her. She checks out. .4:16 to go. Get it into Downer. Knocked away, stolen away by Storm. Storm has it. Goes behind the back. Double team. Tough shot. Oh, look at that. Riley Storm.
Up and under. Throwing it off the glass and making it fall.
Her first bucket. Downer. Darrow has checked out. That is Storm with the rebound. Battle for the board. Patriots haul it in. Forcing the jump ball is Reese. And the arrow points back to Wheeling Park. Darrow is back into the ball game, as is Miller. Up the graph. And Reese will take a seat. Patriots will improve the 1-1. The Monarchs will drop the 1-1 here early in the season. Downer. Pass into the lane. They're going to kick it back out. Here's Miller for 3. It's good! Carrington Miller with 5 points. 3-pointer. No good. Patriots have it back. Maggie Hupp. Downer. 3-ball. Short. Rebound, though. Pulled in by Hupp. Back to Downer. Shoots again. Went in and out. Here comes Storm. Storm back out. Tudero lines up the triple. It's no good. Rebounded again by Maggie Hupp. And a roll out of bounds. It'll go back to John Marshall with 2:36 to go. Get a quick turnaround for Park. They're going to play around noon tomorrow against Spring Mills in Morgantown. Spring Mills, a team they beat last year in the state tournament. Spring Mills was undefeated entering that game. Spring Mills lost some key players off of that team, which was young. At least 2 or 3 key players have transferred into Maryland in Hagerstown at Goretti High School. So they are no longer with Spring Mills. So a different squad that Park will see tomorrow.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly,
0-3 to start the season.
If I remember correctly, they had to kind of fight their way back into that game.
They did. Park was down and battled back.
You were there.
I was there.
Yeah.
Here's White. Back out to Inklin. She'll line up a 3. It's good. Mason Inklin. Used to calling that name in softball highlights. We got one here in hoops. Battling for the board. Battling for the ball there. Jump ball. Arrow back to John Marshall. Finley back into the ball game along with Reese and Kirsten Eberts for John Marshall. Park boys getting set to take the floor after this one against John Marshall. The season debut for Michael Gevia's Patriots here at the Sam Andy Classic. It'll be game 3 of 3 as they will take on the 0-1 Monarchs, who dropped their opener to Union Local. 146 and counting here.
Michael Gebbia telling us that one of their key players, sophomore Amari Johnson, a little bit under the weather, kind of was a game-time decision.
Looks
but
like he's good to go.
He's over there dressed and chatting it up with his boys. Seems all right. He and the Davis connection, expected to lead that team, Michael and Aiden, a very potent connection on the football field this fall. Aiden, the quarterback, Michael, one of the leading wide receivers, and that proved to be a good connection in hoops last year. I would assume they're very much looking to build on that as Michael enters his senior basketball season, Aiden a junior.
And Amare, a freshman last year, really came on strong as the season went along, got into that varsity lineup and saw some major minutes down the stretch.
A late add to the varsity roster, promoted a couple of games into the year and saw an increased role. Expected to start if he's full go tonight as well.
Battle for the board underneath. Off the foot of a Monarch, and it'll stay with Park. Gracie Whitlatch will check in. All Monarchs have seen the floor tonight as Inklin will take a break. Open for 3. Hunt with the rebound, tied up by Reese. .110 to go in this one, 68-30. Park with the basketball. Downer. Off a foot. 1 foot gets it to drop in.
There you go.
Couple buckets for Downer. Looking forward to seeing how the Monarchs continue to develop with the talented young team. They won't see many teams better than Park.
No.
Other than, well, you know, when you got to play a Morgantown or a University. Some strong teams as well. Here, ahead of the pack, up and in for 2. It drops in for Kaylee Hunt. And, of course, Park looking for big things this year, looking to take that next step after the state runner-up a year ago. Stolen away by Miller. 16 seconds and counting. Monarchs will get it back. Final seconds ticking off. 3 ball in the air. Off the mark. And the horn sounds. This one, game 2 of 3 at the Sam Andy Classic in the books. 72-30 is your final score. The Patriots even up the record at 1-1. The Monarchs drop to 1-1. We will take a timeout. We will be back with your post-game report, including some words with the head coach of the Wheeling Park Patriots, Ryan Young. You're watching the Sam Andy Classic live on Fox 9, part of the Bordas & Bordas High School Hoops. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to sell your property? I'm Laney Openhouse Ross, one of the Valley's hardest working realtors. Large or small, residential or business properties, I sell and list them all. If you're ready to buy or sell, contact me, Laney Openhouse Ross, one of the High Valley's hardest working realtors.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we understand that car wrecks can be traumatizing in many ways. Medical bills pile up. You may be without a car. You don't know how to deal with the insurance company. We can help. Our goal is to make the process easier so you can focus on your health while we focus on your case. If you need help after a car wreck, give us a call. It would be our privilege to speak with you.
Bordas & Bordas, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's Wheeling Park High School's 29th Festival of Sound. From an early age, Ohio County Schools fosters music to help our students learn and develop. As our young musicians grow into talented performers, we look forward to becoming a part of this long-standing tradition. Featuring the best of band, strings, and chorus, Festival of Sound is sure to be a highlight of your holiday. Scan the QR code to join us for this spectacular holiday event featuring our remarkable fine and performing arts program. Ohio County Schools,
together we achieve.
Are you looking to sell your property? I'm Laney Openhouse Ross, one of the Valley's hardest working realtors. Large or small, residential or business properties, I sell and list them all. If you're ready to buy or sell, contact me, Laney Openhouse Ross, one of the High Valley's hardest working realtors.
72-30 your final score. Wheeling Park 1-1 in the season after the victory against sectional rival John Marshall. The head coach of the Patriots, Ryan Young, joining us here courtside following the victory. And Coach, first off, how did you like the way you guys started? I feel like you were able to get that pressure going and get the lead you needed to kind of go from there.
Yeah, we felt like we were going to be able to pressure them coming into the game. I thought we shared the ball a lot better than we did the first game. I think at halftime we had 14 or 15 team assists, so that was a big improvement from game one. I just thought that our energy was pretty good. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well, especially early on, but I think we gave ourselves so many opportunities because of steals and runouts that we were able to build up a lead.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and with Natalie being able to fill it in from the outside a couple of times too. Lala and Lex have been kind of 1 and 2 for you guys the last couple of years, but when Natalie can get going in the scoring column too, what does that do for you guys offensively and kind of keeps other teams on their toes?
Yeah, I mean, we talked to Lala and Lex about trusting teammates last week, and someone like Seneca and Natalie being able to score too, it's just going to make it easier for them. They're going to face the best defenders every night. They're just two unbelievably skilled kids, and they know that. We know that we need them to take the most shots for us, but, we got to find other ways to get kids, 6-7 shots to take some pressure off of them, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that. Jillian struggled a little bit tonight after having a great game, I thought, game one, but a lot of that had to do with foul trouble, so she never really got in a rhythm. But I thought everybody else picked up the pieces, offensively for the starters. And, we got a lot of kids come off the bench that's never played varsity tonight, too. So it was really good to get everybody in the game and get them a little varsity action.
And you never know, down the road when you're going to need that bench to really, come in. So to get them in an environment like this, a big court, it's got to be good for you guys down the road.
Yeah, we know Merritt's our sixth man. She's out of town. Right. She's on a college visit, so we had to kind of go beyond where we went in game one. Riley Hicks, she's a great energy kid. I thought she came in and played a good job defensively like she always does. And, she knows her role. We feel comfortable with Riley out there. So beyond that, we're still trying to evaluate. And, we saw some good things and some first game things from the other kids. So we'll just see how it goes game by game here.
A tough game against the state runner-up from Pennsylvania in game one. You come here at a bigger stage on West Banco Arena in game two. Good start to the season for you guys. We're playing a close game and then obviously opening things up here. I guess my question, being able to kind of play in this game, being able to play in this Sam Andy Classic early on in the season, Talk about being able to play in that and what it does for you guys in the early going.
Well, first of all, it's an honor to play in something for Coach Andy. I played against Coach Andy as a player when I went to Wheeling Central, and he was just all the people who played for him do nothing but compliment how much they love playing for Coach Andy, and Coach W being one of those players as well. So we love playing in this. I think it's great for the kids, and it really helps us kind of get used to the arena atmosphere. We're fortunate enough to get to Charleston. We have a little bit of experience there. So, the first game was a tough one against South Fayette, but that was a game you're just going to get better. I told the kids it's almost like a third scrimmage. The loss doesn't really affect us at all. And, we talked a lot through this week about things in that game we could have done better, and I thought we did some of those things better today. We still got to shore up rebounding for sure. Half-court defense is going to continue to be something that we got to emphasize. So, overall it was good, and I thought it was a fun night for the kids.
And we'll get you out of here on this one. Quick turnaround. You got to play tomorrow around 12:15 in Morgantown, correct?
Yes.
Against Spring Mills, the team you saw last year in the state tournament. I understand they look a little different this year, but a quick turnaround and still a 4A opponent you got to go against tomorrow.
Yeah, they look very athletic. They don't really have any kids back from the team last year, even though it looked like the whole starting five was going to come back.
Right.
So it looked like a lot of them transferred out. We're not really totally familiar with their personnel. We were able to watch some film, and I feel comfortable being able to go down there and kind of playing the same way we did here. Apply some pressure, try to get some early offense off turnovers, and kind of go from there.
All right, head coach Ryan Young of the Wheeling Park Patriots, thanks for joining us. Good luck tomorrow. We'll see you here down the road.
All right, thanks, guys.
We'll take a timeout. 72-30 your final. More